What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Dasheray Williams Reviews. We're back with another review. Today we are going to be reviewing the HP Deskjet 2734E wireless color all-in-one printer. Okay, purchased this on October the 7th, 2023, and I used it for about 2 years. Now, I think HP is a very good brand. Let me say that. All wireless printers, I am finding out, especially the ones that I've used thus far, have some type of wireless connection issues. Some of them will take longer to reconnect once they lose that wireless connection. Some of them they reconnect instantly. All right, HP Deskjet 2734E. It came with the 6 months of free ink. If you're doing light printing on this printer, the instant ink, you really have to evaluate if it's going to save you some money versus buying the cartridges yourself. I will say that HP is very good with sending you the cartridges, before you need them. Okay, they send you cartridges. They have a paper deal where you can sign up to get the paper as well. But like I said, you want to weigh out the pros and the cons. Try it out to see, what's going to work best for you. Another thing I want to say before we jump all the way into the detail about the actual printer is that I signed up for the instant ink subscription after the 6 months and during the 6 months. And because I wasn't doing a lot of printing then, I chose to sign up for the lowest one, which was about $6 a month. Okay, it was $6 a month. They would send me paper. They would send me ink. That was a very good deal. But with those plans, you only get a certain amount of pages that you can print from your printer. So there's another thing. If you're going to print outside of there, they're going to charge you 10 cents per page, or $1 per 10. Okay. That became a little pricey for me, and I end up, before I changed the plan, I end up owing HP like $100 for stuff that I had printed because I didn't choose the right plan. They're going to tell you to pick a lower plan because they want you to keep giving them money. If it's going to be cheaper for you to go in the store, get your cartridges and your paper, do that. Okay, I'm all for saving money. All right, and I do not like when people are like micromanaging or managing what I'm doing. The fact that it's a good idea, if you're going to be going through ink, and use up those 6 months and get as much as you can. But then too, once you cancel the plan or you don't pay them, you won't be able to use those ink cartridges in the printer any longer. All right. And that was something that I didn't know. Okay. And the printer, it was nothing wrong with it. I was just relocating. I really didn't have a lot of space I didn't want to bring it with me. All right. So I threw it in the trash, not realizing that I had purchased a replacement plan through Amazon, which is with Assurion. When I just went on here to test the claim to see how they do now. And they want to give me my money back, the full price of what I paid for it. They want to give me a reimbursement for it. All right. But because I threw the printer out, I can't get that money back. So that's just something to let you guys know. If you want that extended coverage, outside of the warrant of the manufacturer's warranty, I say with electronics, anything electronic, I'm getting the warranty because things happen. I actually had a situation where I bought my daughter a Xbox One, and for some reason I didn't get the insurance on it. All right, she got it, had it for 3 days. My toddler, he was about 2 at the time, poured water on top of it. Okay. And so because I didn't have that extra insurance that Best Buy offered, and they have a very good insurance plan, Best Buy does. I was just out of $300 that I spent on it because I didn't get the extra insurance. So, a lot of experiences that I have been through have taught me a whole lot of things. So I come and share those things with you. It's any electronics, phones, computers, laptops, any electronics. I say if it's an electronic, get the warranty because, like I said, things happen. I don't have a whole lot of cons for the HP printer. The one con that I do have is that the wireless connection drops very often. And when it drops, sometimes, not all the time, it can be very frustrating to get it back connected. It was very easy to use. It did what I needed to do. Getting it hooked up and connected was very quick. Not hard at all to load the cartridges. Very, it saves a lot of space. It's not very big or bulky. Okay. The app that they offer here, the remote printing app, you can print from, like I would print sometimes from my room to the printer. Okay, I didn't have to be at my computer to print. I don't have a lot of cons for this HP printer at all. Actually, it's just the connection. When it drops, sometimes it will be frustrating trying to get it back, but once it did get back, it will be well for a while. But other than the fact that it just drops the connection very often, that's the only con I have. The printing quality was good. Basic home printing, scanning, and copying, it is a good purchase for that. Like I said, as far as the ink and the cartridges, you have to make an informed decision there on whether you want to purchase the cartridges yourself, based on the volume that you're printing, and the paper yourself, which if you just have to figure that out on your own. There's no way that I can tell you how to determine, that. But it does come with the 6 months of free ink, which is very good. That is a way for them to try to sell you the membership because, like I said, after you cancel it or don't pay for the membership, those cartridges that they shipped you for free are not going to work in the printer. Okay, so you're going to have to then, if you choose to not pay it or cancel it, you're going to have to go buy cartridges out the store anyway. All right, so if you are interested in this HP Deskjet 2734, keep in mind that it is only for basic home printing, scanning, and copying. Keep in mind that when you do sign up for the 6 months of free ink, whatever plan that you sign up for as long as the trial is going on, sign up for the one that gives you the most. Sign up for the highest plan first. So that way you're able to see what's going to work for you and if you want to use that service. Me personally, with the way that I have to print, now I'm not printing as much, but if I want to print a whole lot of pages with color in them, that's going to use more of your ink. So take these things into consideration before you make your decision. Okay, they do have ink cartridges that are like extra large and extra large. Okay, which will give you more pages per cartridge if you're going to go the cartridge way. But all in all, I would recommend this printer. I would also recommend getting the Assuron 4-year office equipment protection plan. I paid $8.57 for it. Okay, and had I not thrown away the printer when I was relocating last year, I would be able to get my money back. Okay. But a Shurion protection, um, based off of me putting that claim in, because I just put it in to see what I was going to be required to do. They want you to ship back the old equipment. Possibly they're possibly going to refurbish it, but they wanted me to ship back the old equipment. They provided the label. Zoo, hush a little bit, son. And then they were going to, give me my money back. So it's not a bad investment to purchase this protection plan, and it's only $8.57. These are typically cheaper than the ones at Best Buy. Um, the Shurion plans are, but with Best Buy, you get more protection for what you're paying for. All right, but uh, yeah, I don't have a lot of cons. I would recommend it if you're looking for something basic. You're not going to be doing a whole lot of printing on. It's a very good printer for the price. I feel like you can print, copy, and scan. Um, you know, you can actually scan things in using the mobile app. So that feature came in handy as well. The instant ink subscription came in handy until I went through the motions and realized like I need more. I need more of this plan. They consistently send you ink, consistently send you paper. I just used the last little bit of paper that they had sent me earlier this year, so that's how much paper they were sending me. Um, but it's not a bad printer. It's just you have to evaluate what capacity do you need to print. But if you're looking for a starter printer, somewhere to start, something where you're not going to be printing a whole lot, not a whole lot of color as well, I would recommend the HP Deskjet 2734E wireless color all-in-one printer. Um, but I also do too advise you all to do your own research, look at the reviews, try it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Something I do want to point out about Amazon and electronics, now they have this refund policy where it is very hard for you to guarantee that you're going to get all of your money back. They're saying they don't want things open or used. So me interpreting that is you want me to purchase it, but then if I try it out before I keep it, if it's open and it's used condition, you're only going to partially refund me my money, which I do not think is fair to consumers. So I don't recommend buying anything electronic off of Amazon. Okay, I really recommend going in the store and purchase and making those purchases, because you get that security of, if I don't need this or don't want it, as long as I have the receipt within 30 days, they're going to take it back, as long as it's not beat up or anything like that. Cause I bought one of these. I bought another HP Deskjet, different model printer. It was a 2800 something, a few months ago, and I just needed it for a little bit, and I was really trying out to see what type of printer I wanted, to upgrade to, because I still at this point don't have a printer in my home office, because I just had a bad experience with the Epson Eco Tank, which I'm going to come and do a review on that next. And the HP Eco Tank, I'm not able to afford it right now. So I'm going to have to wait. But I'm just waiting to find, I'll figure out what I'm going to do when that time comes. But yeah, I would recommend it if it's something that you're looking to do some basic printing at home. As long as you're not doing a whole lot of color, you won't use those cartridges very fast. Make sure you do your due diligence when determining what HP's plans, instant ink plan you want to sign up for. If you're going to sign up, that is at your discretion only. I'm only basing my reviews off of my personal experience. But for light printing, I think it's a good buy. It's a good deal. Um, yeah, it's pretty good. If you have to take into account that connections in the ethers and just in general electronics, they have their minds of their own sometimes. So be prepared for that. And then too, make sure you got you a good wireless internet provider as well, because I had Spectrum at the time, and the internet was going out like every day, multiple times a day. um so that may have something to do with it. But yeah, that was the only thing with HP. I think HP is very good quality. um I think they have a really good this smart ink program. I think it's a really good program. If that works for you. But I do think that do your due diligence, and make the best decision for you and your print capacity. Um, Again, I do not recommend buying anything electronic off of Amazon. No vacuum cleaners, nothing that you are going to have to possibly use before you can figure out if you're going to keep it, because they've updated their return policy, and I guess it's to cut back on returns. But there were a few objects of a few electronics that I got from them that I was unable to use because of the policy. If you return it in used condition, they're going to give you a partial refund. Okay, but then too, there are some things that you can use and you can clean. Okay, to make it look like it has not been used. So y'all keep these things in mind if you decide to purchase off of Amazon. My recommendation is to go into the store and get it out the store. You have a better chance of getting your money back, all of it, if you decide that you don't need it. But I just got on here to give you guys a review on the HP Deskjet 2734E. Stars, if I had to give it some stars, I'd give it 4 stars for this printer. And it is a good starter printer for anyone that is looking to do light, very light printing, very little color printing. All right. If you haven't done so already, you guys, like this video, comment, subscribe, share this video, turn on those notifications, and I'll be back with another review for you guys. All right.